All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, Shalom. This lesson is based off of, I was listening to Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy. Their live lesson they were doing, I believe, yesterday. And one of the precepts, that stood out, all of them, they had some beautiful brothers in that camp. But, one of the lessons that stood out that's been on my mind, just pondering on it, is this Psalms chapter 20 and verse 7 says, "Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our power." So, you have Esau Edom, whose blessing is the sword, and the modern day sword being the gun. His different types of weaponry, his speech, being able to deceive people through speech, and his witchcrafts, the media and things like that, diseases and biological warfare. But the main thing being the sword, and even Jake has fallen to that, because they, a lot of Jake, these little GMO baby niggas, whatever, they trust in the guns and their blicky, whatever they call it, but they trust in these things. But the hopeful elect, those that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, what you're gonna trust in, put your trust in, is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, in those names. The name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is a strong tower. Can't nothing. You're talking about the creator of all existence. Can't nothing surpass that. You got the creator and his son, the architect, all the supreme king on your side. Who can be against you? Ain't no amount of firepower, none of that matters. So this is again, Psalms 20 and verse 7. Some trust in chariots and some in horses. They're tanks, their laser weaponry. Their cars, their jets, their planes, the satellites. They trust in their technology. But we will remember the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So we will remember that name, because that name is very powerful to call on. And not just anybody can call on the name. Think of the seven skivas, that were trying to exorcise demons. They were calling on the name of Yahushai, but it didn't work for them. So let me see here. This one just came to mind. Hold on a second. Hold on. I forgot how it's worded. Oh, I can't remember how it's worded. Lord willing to come back to me. I'm just gonna move on. But anyway, trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is Matthew chapter 26, and let me see where I'm gonna start. I'll start at verse 48. St. Matthew chapter 26 and verse 48. Now he that had betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast. So this is when Yahushua was betrayed by Judas, in the garden. And forthwith he came to Yahushua and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him. And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. So it doesn't say here, but it was Peter. You can read about that elsewhere. That was Peter that did that. And then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. So Yahushua telling him, hey, no need to use the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? So you don't think that Yahushua, he couldn't have called on angels, legions of angels, 12 legions of angels to come to his aid, But this is, Yahushua had spiritual powers. He could call on angels. In the time to come, Lord willing, we will have that power too, because we're going to have angels protecting us. We have angels surrounded us at all times. But just showing that Yahushua, he could have, if it was the Father's will, he could have did that. But a prophecy needed to take place, and what needed to be done needed to be done. And Yahushua, Yahushua trusted in his Father. This is First Samuel chapter 17, and I'll start at verse 43. And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. Goliath was talking mad trash. And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. Because Goliath had been in battle since he was young. He'd been battle hardened, been fighting all his life and whatnot. He was the champion of the Philistines. The same thing with Esau. Here it is, Esau, you look at him, how many wars, he's been at war since his existence. To look at the birth of America, Babylon the Great. Hey, this place has been at war for about the entire time that has been in existence, probably about 95%, something like that. So, this is the kind of thing that you're the kind of thing you're coming up against. This guy's been fighting his whole life. He's mastered technology. His blessing is the sword. He's got bombs, he's got this and that, and he's got all these kind of weapons, and he knows all these different tactics and strategies. He's got AI to look at what you're doing, to tell what you're thinking, tell your breathing patterns, this, that, whatever. He knows psychology. He knows all these dark arts. He knows witchcraft. He knows everything. This is, just, showing that the kind of accolades this demon has. Oh man, he's big and bad. He's got all kinds of things. And really, carnally, we can't do nothing against Esau. He's got all these things. Most Jake that I've seen, from videos shooting guns or whatever like that, they don't even know how to aim the gun right. Esau Edom has this thing down to a science. So ain't nothing you can do against them carnally. But continuing, 1 Samuel chapter 17 and verse 45, Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, the power of armies of Israel, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. So again, 1 Samuel chapter 17 and verse 45, then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. So, hey, like us coming in the same thing. We don't have weaponry. The weapons of our warfare, hey, is the spirit, the word. That's it. And you can see, through the word, starting with the apostles and elders on down of Great Millstone, that you see what's happening. This place is plunging into chaos through the word, not through people, marching and protesting and, boycotting things and this or that, whatever. No, it's through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Matter of fact, I think that I remember that scripture. Give me 1 second. All right, here it is. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So the answer is nobody. Nobody that ever trusted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was ever confounded, let down, forsaken, anything like that. And that just came back to mind. So the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Matter of fact, verse 11, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. So in a time, Jacob's trouble, in a time when this devil, when the enemy comes in like a flood, he's gonna come swarming. He's not gonna be showing mercy, but we're the elect are gonna be saved. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to save his people. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So we're in this flesh. We're in these bodies. These decrepit bodies that ache, that have pains, that are subject to these curses, that are subject to sin. We're in this flesh, we're in these bodies, but we do not war after the flesh the same way Esau Edom does. We're not, carnal like that. Verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to the pulling down of strongholds. So, we don't have, guns and all that kind of stuff, laser weapons and all that stuff. All we have is the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and look at the damage that it's doing. The believers, they see it. The believers, we see it. We see these things happen, and we see this place crumbling more and more. The more prayers we put up, the more lessons we put up, the more camp we put up, the more chanting we do down Babylon. We see the damage it's doing. Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, this thing is bringing down everything. These vain imaginations, the vain thoughts of the people, bringing down everything. This whole place is crumbling down, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach. So from here is Ephesians chapter 6, and I'll start up. Verse 11, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, because there's many things that the devil has, many Hey, you look at there's false prophets, there's people that are set up, agent provocateurs, spying on you. And that's just the physical devil. What about the spiritual demon Satan? He's doing all kinds of things. A spiritual demon Satan is sending people your way to agitate you, to try to get you to go off. Controlling the different things, the elements, making shit, you know, a making things fucking go wrong, trying to make you go off. That's the devil's job, to sort you, to sift you, to sift you, I should say. It says, for we, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. And we're wrestling against spiritual wickedness in high places. So what we're going up against is high level witchcraft. Yeah, this devil is going to come down eventually physically, but what we're dealing with here is high level witchcraft. The media, Instagram, constantly seeing booty shaking videos. These, what's been on my mind is that in Numbers, when those Midianite women, what do you call that? Let me just go get that. Here we go. This is Numbers chapter 31 and verse 11. Just pulling up the account real quick because what happened, basically, well, I'll just read it. Numbers chapter 31 and verse 15. And Moses said unto them, have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But this was the Midianite women, they're using that they're converting them over, or not converting them, but committing whoredom with their gods, and the men having sex with them, and then they transgressed against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai through these women, which was a form of witchcraft, because this was set up so Israel could go off. But considering that with Esau Edom, he sends all this wickedness our way to cause us to go off, with drugs, the music, the food, all these things. But just considering that, like this devil is using high level witchcraft against us. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So this is coming from the elites, and they use Jake as the face of all this wickedness. Even though behind the scenes it's them. When you pull back the curtain, like Wizard of Oz, you pull back the curtain, you see that it's Esau Edom, but the face of it is Jake. When it comes to the most shit, it's Jake. When it comes to the drug dealing, it's Jake. Even though Jake ain't got no crops nowhere. Got nothing like that. To manufacture drugs. Got nothing like that. But Jake is the face of it. Verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. So this is a spiritual armor that you put it on. There ain't no physical kind of body armor. There's nothing physical that you can do. All you can do is continue reading down, and you put on the armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and it's spiritual armor. It's a spiritual thing. And I'm going to close out with this. This is Psalms chapter 33 and verse 16. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. So if you're not saved, it don't matter how big an army that you have. It don't matter, because the scriptures will tell you, about Gideon. The 300 men that fought alongside him. That was a great. There was a lot of other Israelites there with him, and Yahweh Shem Shai narrowed it down just to 300 men. And even in the Maccabees, it says it's no thing for how is it worded? Roughly paraphrasing, it's no thing for a large multitude to be shut up in the hands of a small number. But being that I butchered it, give me 1 second. And here we are. This is First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 17. Who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, How shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day? But consider, even though this is a spiritual battle going on right now, but even back then, consider, they're wondering how they're surrounded by a great army, and there's only a few of them, which a few hundred, but still, they're outnumbered. And the same thing today. The number of believers that truly believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, we're outnumbered by the unbelievers. The same thing you read in Zechariah chapter 13, the 8th verse. The 2/3 are gonna be cut off and die. So there's more unbelievers than believers. Verse 18, unto whom Judas answered, It is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the power of heaven, it is all one to deliver a great multitude or a small company. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. So again, everything comes from the heavens, from Yahweh Shem Shai. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and our children, and to spoil us. And the same thing today. That which is then is now. It's the same thing. They want to destroy us. Esau Edom wants his birthright back. He wants to rule the world. He wants to be God. They think they are God. This is what they want to destroy the Israelites. They know who we are. Even though the unbelievers, they don't know who they are. But the believers, we know who we are, and we know everything that they've done, everything that they're doing is in an effort to destroy us. So they come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and children, and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be not afraid of them. So, we're going to see, Lord willing, under that number, we're going to see firsthand Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai overthrowing this wicked kingdom through his son Yahushai. We're going to see the overthrowing of this wicked kingdom. And the elect are going to be cheering. They're going to be singing songs about this. The elect are going to be able to see it, from that bird's eye view from the chariots. It's going to be beautiful when this place is destroyed. So back to the Psalms chapter 33 and verse 16. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. So it don't matter the weaponry you got. It don't matter, because like Judas said, it comes from the heavens. And horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. So your vehicles, your technology, your weaponry, that shit is a vain thing to hope for. There's no safety in that. The only safety is in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. If you don't have those names, if you don't have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai covering you, the blood of Yahushai covering you, protecting you, and then you're going to be destroyed. Like in Egypt, in the first Passover. Everybody that didn't have the blood of Yahushai or the blood of the Lamb, they were all destroyed. And the same thing in this day. If you don't have the blood of the Lamb on your doorpost, if you don't have the blood of Yahushai covering you, you're going to be destroyed. Behold, the eye of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy. And we're hoping, me, myself, first and foremost, we're hoping that we receive mercy from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waiteth for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. He is our help and our shield. So, again, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is our help and our shield. He's our protection. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. And we're not calling on any other name. We trust in those names, Yahweh wa Yahushai. There ain't no other names to call on. Every other name is false. Let thy mercy, O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, be upon us, according as we hope in thee. So, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachakodash, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Shalom.